Hey guys, and welcome back for another crochet tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this really cute headband. Specifically, I'm going to be showing you how to make the ears, and here is one of the ears. So it's a double-sided ear, and it is the same one that is on my head. So these ears are really adorable. You can put them on headbands, hats, sweaters, anything you want. I really like that they're double-sided because they actually create, give it some stiffness so they're not just gonna like flop over. So if you like what you see and you want to learn how to make these ears and also the headband, please stay tuned. And all the instructions for this will also be located over at my blog, and all the links will be in the down bar. See ya! Alright, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my yarn and make a slip stitch onto my hook. I'm using a 5mm hook and some worsted weight yarn. So I'm just going to put that on my hook, and then I'm going to chain 4. I'm sorry it's a little bit out of frame, but I get back into frame in a second. So I'm just going to do 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'm going to do a slip stitch through the first chain, and that will create a loop. So you can either do a magic circle here, or you can do what I have done. And now I'm going to do 9 double crochets into the center of that loop. And if you don't already know how to do the double crochet, you are going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, come back through the loop. You will have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through 2 loops. Yarn over, go through the last 2 loops. So you will have a total of 9 double crochets in the center. So I'm just going to speed it up in some parts, just so you know, so as to not make this a really long video. Okay, once you get to the end of your 9 double crochets, then you're going to chain 3, and this will count as your first double crochet, and then turn your work, and then do 2 more double crochets in that same stitch. So you will have a total of 3 double crochets in the first. And then you will do 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. Two and 3. And now you should be in the center of your circle. So you will put 5 double crochets into the next stitch. And this will help create the point in the ear. So we're just going to do 1, 2. I am going to be skipping ahead, so for the rest of this row you're going to do the same. You're going to do another 3 double crochets, 1 double crochet in each stitch, and then you will do 3 double crochets in the last stitch. So you can go ahead and pause the video when I'm done this part, and I'll meet you back. Okay, so now I'm at the end, and I'm just finishing up my double crochets. And that's the finished row. And now we're going to do 1 more row, and we're going to chain 1 and then turn our work. And then you're going to do another 2 single crochets into this stitch. So just like the double crochets, you're going to have a total of 3 single crochets in that one stitch. And now we're going to do 1 single crochet in the next 7 stitches. And then once you get to the center stitch, we are going to be doing 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 single crochet in that order. So your half double crochet is yarn over through the stitch, yarn over, and then go through all 3 loops. So I'm going to do 1 more single crochet, and then I will continue on doing another 7 single crochets, 1 in each stitch, and then 3 single crochets into the last stitch. So now I'm just going to be finishing off the end, doing my last single crochets, and I'm going to be doing 1 more, and I'm going to go into one of those chains to finish off the row. So from here we are going to finish off the bottom of the ear. Because it's not very neat, we're just going to put a row of single crochets along the bottom. So you know how there was, you have the center and then 2 rows from there. For each row, you're going to put 2 single crochets, and then in the center, you will do another 2 single crochets. So you're going to have a total of 10 single crochets along the bottom. And this is very important if you're going to be doing the double-sided ear, just because you want to have the exact same amount of stitches for both of your ears, so that when you go to crochet them together, then they will be able to match up nicely. So right into that hole, we're going to do 2 single crochets. And then I'm just going to finish up this. And then you are going to fasten off. Now, depending on if this one is your inner ear or not, your outer ear. If it's your outer ear, then don't fasten off, because when you go to attach it onto the inner ear, you're going to continue on. So just basically set the ear aside until you're finished. But this is going to be my inner ear, so I'm going to fasten it off. Okay, so this is the finished inner ear, and now I'm going to show you how to attach the 2 ears. So as you can see, I still left the yarn attached to the white one because I'm going to continue on. So whichever one is going to be your outer ear, you want to put that on the back. And you're going to be putting your hook through the front of your project. So you're going to be putting it through the inner ear and bringing the yarn from behind. So you're just going to put it through the first stitch and then grab that yarn and then pull it through the inner ear yarn. And then you're going to do 1, chain 1. And then you're going to do single crochets along the whole entire outer ear. So because I told you earlier that it's very important that you had the same amount of stitches, this is when it's pretty important, just so that everything lines up perfectly and there's no, extra stitches that might get bunched up. So in the beginning it's a little tricky just to get the first couple stitches lined up nicely. You just need to kind of go through the first layer and then go through the second layer separately. But then after a while, then it kind of, you know, ends up lining up nicely and it goes a little bit faster. So I won't be showing you how I made the headband in this video. The instructions for the headband will be located over at my blog. It's Charmed by Ashley. All the links will be in the down bar. So now I'm just going to continue on doing the white all the way around the whole entire ear. Once I get to the end of the round, I'm going to do a slip stitch, then fasten off. And then basically you're done. So you can use these to attach to hats or headbands or scarves or mittens or whatever you could possibly think of. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, give me a thumbs up. Comment if you have any questions down below. Follow me on my Twitter and my Instagram. I would love to see if you make a project with this ear. Share with your crocheting friends. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!